Let me just introduce myself first. I am Hema. I am a speech language pathologist and audiologist. I'm practicing since more than 30 years, approximately say 33 years. And I am a consultant in Sagar Hospital. I've been traveled almost many parts of India because of my husband's job. So now I was in Mumbai all these years and now I'm in Bangalore. So welcome you all to this small session about speech therapy. So we all know what is speech. Anybody, if you want to ask any questions, you can just raise your hand in between. If I'm talking also, I don't mind raising your hand. We will answer. Otherwise, we'll have a question and answer session at the end of it. All right. Is it okay?
Yes. Yeah, good. Thank you for accepting the invite, doctor. Thank you so much.
And I would request everyone, you can all mute yourself by the time the session is on. In case you want to say anything in between, then you can unmute and mute again.
Unmute, yes.
Thank you.
So we all know what are the different issues in MND. The main issue is the swallowing and the speech problem. And the swallowing is the basic, isn't it? Food, what we eat, that is the basic. When a person is unable to eat something, apna daily requirement, then the problem comes. Oh my God, the anxiety starts. I'm not able to eat properly. And the type of food, what type of food they have difficulty. Some people will have difficulty only in liquids and some people have difficulty only in solids, isn't it? So the food we take undergoes 3 phases. What we eat, it undergoes in 3 phases. One is the oral phase, that is in the mouth. We open the mouth, we open our lips, put the food in the mouth. We call the food as bolus. The tongue turns the bolus and it goes to the food pipe. This is the second phase, that is the pharyngeal phase. First phase is oral phase, the food comes and then we chew, masticate it nicely and then we swallow. And while swallowing, it comes to the food pipe. Once it comes to the food pipe, what happens? There is a windpipe next to it. Food pipe and windpipe. I'm using the common language, not the medical terms. So there's a food pipe and windpipe. Once the food comes to the food pipe, the windpipe comes up, and the food goes down, and the esophagus opens up and the food enters the stomach. That is the third phase, esophageal phase. So what happens is, when we swallow, we always observe some movement here. See, suppose I take a sip of water, you can just see. Did you see there's some movement here? That is the laryngeal elevation. That is the voice box which is there in the windpipe that comes up and front and the food goes down. Okay, this is the normal swallowing procedure. Then the esophagus opens, the food enters the stomach. These are the 3 phases of swallowing. So in MND patients, some people will have difficulty in the oral phase, some difficulty in the pharyngeal phase, some difficulty in the esophageal phase. There are 3 phases. So in the oral phase, what to be done? I will tell you the brief general exercises that can be followed by all patients. Normally speech therapy is customized, like what difficulty you have, you can do. Since I don't know any of them in person, like their details, I'll give you the general exercises that can be done. All right, done? So what we'll do is, first is the oral phase, that is mouth. We have to open the mouth, then put the food inside. So to open the mouth, here the jaw muscles are very important. The TM joint we call it, that is under the ear, this part. See, this is very, very important. You can hold your fingers under the earlobe. See, open your mouth. You can make out. This is the first phase. That is, you open your mouth. So you have to massage the TM joint. Use your index fingers under the earlobe and massage your TM joint. Slight massage, 3 times clockwise, 3 times anti-clockwise. And the second is, some people abnormally the mouth closes because the muscle becomes weak. So for that, see that the 3 fingers should be able to enter the mouth. Itna मुंह खुला रहना चाहिए. 3 fingers. We call it as 3-finger test. We do this in the bedside test only when the patients come to the hospital. 3-finger test is 3 fingers. Itna have to open the mouth. So to do this, just keep, you can open your mouth, close the mouth. So this will help not only in the movement of the TM joint, the jaw movement also improve, the lower jaw. So we all know that this lower jaw is movable. Upper jaw move nahi hota hai. It doesn't move. Only the lower jaw moves. So we'll be able to, yes, 5 to 6 times. Then the food comes to the mouth. So the food is on the tongue. So when the food is on the tongue has to turn to push the food inside the food pipe. So to turn the tongue, we'll do all the tongue exercises. That is, first stretch your tongue and stretch the tongue for 5 counts. And inside. Now, always the movement has to be first the anterior and then the posterior. That is, turn the tongue now. In the ter position, when we say tiger ka ter, hold the tongue in ter position. And you can count 5 times. Then bring the tongue inside, turn and out. Five times. हो गया? Now ये tongue का bolus लेने का exercise हो गया. Now sometimes what happens, the food particles gets, because of the weakness, they get stuck here inside the mouth. So one has to push it through the tongue. So push the cheek with your tongue. Then the opposite side also. This will help to remove the food particles which get stuck inside the mouth. Now someone had asked how something about cheek bite and tongue bites happens. So for that, what you have to do is you have to increase your intraoral breath pressure. Intraoral breath pressure is when we speak, we are exhaling through the mouth, isn't it? So here respiratory problems will be there. So you have to develop the intraoral breath pressure by puffing your cheeks. Puff your cheeks and count for 5 counts. Puffing the cheeks. And 5 counts karne ke baad, it's not that, okay, today I did 5 counts, it's done. You can do this every 3-4 hours. And before food, if you do all these exercises, it's more beneficial for speech as well as swallowing. So puffing the cheeks and holding it for 5 counts and then relax. Again, puff your cheeks, hold it for 5 counts and relax. Okay. So this will also help you in avoiding the cheek bite and the tongue bite. So once we finish this exercises of the cheeks, tongue, pushing, now the food has to enter the food pipe. So once the food comes to the food pipe, what happens? It normally when we swallow, we just take, we are not even aware it is going through the food pipe because we swallow it, isn't it? So once it comes here, this part we need to massage from below the ear till the neck. This part, you're using your index fingers. Once this massage is done, then the supporting muscles, the neck muscles, we have to exercise the neck muscles. Neck muscles ke liye kya karna hai? You have to turn to your right. See that this part of the left side of the muscles are stretched. And try to see as much as you can towards your right side. Then come back to the center. Then turn to your left. Stretch your right side of the neck muscles. And come back to the center. This you have to do 3 to 4 times. This comes for the exercises for the pharyngeal and the chin tuck exercise. Now the food has to be pushed into the food pipe without going into the windpipe. Here the esophagus, it comes and sits on this. Sometimes the food sits on the voice box also. So before it goes, what we have to do, just small head jerk. See, Jabbi, when we drink water, there is a small jerk. Observe when you swallow, whether it is a solid or liquid, there is a small head jerk. So you have to do it consciously, little head jerk, so that the food is pushed into the esophagus, into the stomach. And one more thing, always observe when we swallow, when the swallowing process is there, we are not exhaling or inhaling, we are holding the breath. We are holding the breath and swallow. Those who have difficulty, severe difficulty in swallowing, they have to just hold the breath and swallow immediately. Normally also we don't breathe while swallowing. So just consciously, if you have severe swallowing problem, hold the breath for less than a second and swallow and do a small jerk. And if you have difficulty towards your right side or left side, particularly in some of the MND patients, we find difficulty in the right or left. So the better side, you can just turn your head slightly towards that and then swallow. If you have difficulty in one of the sides, if not, the central head, small head jerk. So this is about the main swallowing exercises. Now, what are the things we need to avoid? So abhi khane ka exercises, so we did it. Normally what happens, aspiration. Everybody knows what is aspiration, and chest infections, what it causes. So sometimes it will be a major and aspiration, sometimes it will be a silent aspiration. You are not even aware that you have been aspirated. So chin tuck exercise is very, very important. Chin tuck is tuck the chin after swallowing. Tuck the chin and look up. Tuck the chin and look up. Chin tuck exercises are very, very important. Sometimes what happens, as I said, in the oral phase, there will be saliva accumulated, difficulty to swallow the saliva. That time you have to close your mouth, tighten your lips, and forceful swallowing. You have to practice. So the impact, sometimes what happens, are choke ho gaya to, suppose we choke, what happens? At home there is no doctor. What do we do? Two things you have to remember. Those who have difficulty in swallowing, one is after swallowing, do the chin tuck exercise. Second, you have to verbalize something, say something. Normally we tell the patients to count till 5 or say your family members' names so that you will not hear a gurgly voice. जैसा हम पानी पीने के बाद gargle करते हैं ना, if you hear a gurgly voice, that means the food is somewhere stuck there on the larynx, that is on the voice box somewhere there. Then what happens? You will hear the gurgly voice type. So you should not hear a gurgly voice after swallowing. You have to say something. The voice should be clear. Any doubts in this? Swallowing ka any doubts? No doubts.
No, just in case if that gurgling voice is coming and food is stuck there, what we need to do at that point?
At home?
Yes.
At home or in the hospital?
No, at home. So there is no aspiration. You are choking.
Cough it out. The food is expelled. Khasi karne se, when you cough, the food is expelled back to the mouth.
But can we pat on the back also? Generally, we tend to do that.
Pat on the back, rub the chest, pat on the back, make them chin tuck, look up. All
pat
these things
back
can.
or on the neck. What should be the right procedure?
Normally we
tell coughing is also a problematic. Once you go in the advanced stages, even person is not able to cough out.
Because there is no strength to cough. There is no strength. The muscles are weakened. So that time what you have to do, rub the chest, rub the back and pull the head down. Thoda sa sar aisa jhukaiye. Let's see if it comes out.
Okay, thank you.
Hand should be on the back. The main thing in swallowing is the position. The position. Now the compensatory strategies you should know. What are the compensatory strategies? First is the position of the patient. You should sit straight. The spine should be erect 90 degree. Upright position. And while using, if the muscles are weak, don't use a glass like this. Use mugs with 2 handles. यहाँ पे handle होता है, यहाँ पे भी, like, you know, you can hold the, you get cups, all this. I mean, the physiotherapist and occupational therapist will help you out about it. So use 2 handles, and then you should not drink the water, gulp it. You have to sip it. Sip the time. Take a lot of time in swallowing. It is okay. Jaldi jaldi khana nahi hai. Ekdam slow and steady. Even if the time taken is more, it is fine. It all again depends on the stage, which stage you are. If you are in the initial stages, later stages. So each therapy ka jo time duration, the type of food, all that depends on the individual patients. See, in liquids, I can generally tell you, in liquids, you have to start with thick liquid, like honey consistency wala. Uske baad thin liquid, then pani, then water. In solid food, you have to start from the puree. Something, put the food in the mixie. Khichdi banao or put it in the mixie. Make a puree of khichdi.
One doubt about the talking that you were saying for the gurgling sound. If someone is choking, and at that time, if we ask them to talk, won't the choking become worse? Is it supposed to be, at what point do we do that check?
Immediately after swallowing, tell them to say the numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the voice is clear, fine. No problem. If the voice is not clear, if
that
you are,
but he like refuses to talk when that is happening, because I think he feels that if he talks और ज़्यादा choke होगा. ऐसे नहीं होगा?
नहीं होगा. See, speech, food pipe, windpipe तो इधर है, food pipe इधर है. So what happens is, if the food gets stuck on the voice box, then you will hear all that thing. So what you have to do immediately, if they have to cough it out, food gets expelled. If they cannot cough, no strength to cough, करके bend their head, do this, pat. And if it is severe, you should immediately consult. Okay, consult the doctor. Now, I was telling about the pureed food, followed by minced food. Then mince kariye, ekdam barik, chota sa you have to cut it out. And then give the soft food, followed by hard food if they can eat. Liquids mein, it should be honey type consistency, followed by thin liquid, then water. Solids mein, puree food, minced food, then soft food, minced, chota, and then soft. It should be little soft, jo bhi chawal banate or dalia banate, all that. And then normal food. They should be the stages in the type of food. So each individual, we don't know what level they are. So I'm just giving you a general aspect of how you should eat, what type of food it should be taken, and the exercises. Next comes the speech. Speech in the initial stages of MND, slurring आता है. अरे clear से नहीं बोल पा रहे. I'm not able to speak clearly. What has happened to me? So what do you think one should do? Immediately, a speech language pathologist should be consulted. They will help you with 4 types of exercises. One is the basic respiratory exercises. Second, articulatory exercises, that is pronunciation ke liye. Number 3, resonatory. Sometimes, जैसा, as if you are speaking from your nasal voice. This type sometimes, not always. And the 4th is the prosody. Very important, the prosody gets affected. What is prosody in speeches? The rate of speech, the rhythm of speech, and the stress on the words will be reduced. Rate of speech is the speech will become slow. Stress on the words, like suppose I tell them to tell stamp. The stir mein jo stress hota hai, that will be little less, because it's a combination of sir and ta, stir. The stress on the words will be reduced, and rate is reduced. The fastness will become slow. And the rhythm. There will not be, sometimes it sounds like a monotonous voice. And what happens, we call it sometimes as scanned speech bolte hain. Abnormal pauses. There will be some abnormal pauses between the words. And sometimes between the syllables in a word also there will be some pauses. For example, my name is Hema. Let me say, my name is Hema. See, understanding perfect hai. Cognition is very good. That is understanding, and the way of producing the sentences, planning, everything will be there. But the output will be slow. Right? So these are the difficulties in speech. So the respiratory, first I said about the respiratory aspect, that is breathing. Breathing will be shallow. Normal deep breathing is difficult. So breathing, lung capacity is reduced, muscles are weakened. So you have to teach deep breath, long deep breaths, normal inhalation, normal exhalation without stressing. Take a deep inhalation and deep exhalation 4 to 5 times. That is awareness of the breath aata hai, one, because we are not even aware of a breath, isn't it? Until we do some exercises, aerobics karo, dance karo, yeah, run for a metro or something, we'll know we are panting and puffing. We are not even aware of a breath during a lifetime. Now, when you do deep breathing exercises, normal inhalation, normal exhalation, you will be aware of your breath, number one. The lung capacity thoda sa badega. And because of weakness, the voice becomes low. Awaaz ka jo loudness hai, that gets reduced. They are unable to speak loudly. Suppose you have to call from one person to the other in a different room, they cannot scream because the loudness is reduced. So we have to do deep breathing exercises, and we get all these spirometers where you know, inhalation karne ke liye you have to keep those 3 balls. Inhale karo, the balls will go up. Do the opposite side, exhale, the balls will go up. So you can improve your inhalation and exhalation using the spirometer. Second is articulation, that is pronunciation. We call it as dysarthria. Medical term mein dysarthria bolte hain. Dysarthria is difficulty in pronouncing the words. So what sounds are difficult? Each person may have some difficulty. Some may have difficulty in saying pa, ba, ma. Yani pa ke liye pa aa jata hai, but the stress that is required for the pa, bilabials, like for example, papaya. They'll say papaya, but they may say papaya, papaya, papa. Pa ko stress nahi kar sakte. Like for example, president, where pa and ra is there, president. They may say president. So lip exercises, just with your 2 fingers, do the lip exercises and relax. Usme kya hota hai? That pressure for the bilabial sounds, that is pa, ba and ma. These are the 3 sounds that comes from the lips, pa, ba, ma. So these need to be exercised for the more pressure. Then comes the sounds like, once we go from front, the next sound is la, na, ta. La and na. La and na, the position is same. The tongue goes behind the teeth. La, na. So what you do, suppose there is difficulty in these sounds, you have to just make them practice by showing the position of the tongue, how it is produced. La, la, na. How it is produced, and then make them practice in a combination of 5 vowels. Any speech, like some of you may have in blends like tra, kra, some have in la and na. Anything you have, any speech sound you feel you have difficulty, practice in the combination of 5 vowels. That is, for example, I'll give you, most of them will have in blends like stra, kra, these type. Agar kra mein hai, to kra, kri, kru, kre, kro. That is A, E, U, A, O. These are the 5 vowels. In the combination of these 5 vowels, you should practice. These are called as articulatory drills. हम इसको articulatory drill बोलते हैं, speech drill. Making in combination of 5 vowels. Any speech sound. Some कुछ लोग को ट में होता है, कुछ लोग को like क्र में, प्र में, whatever. So we have to individually see which line, but generally practice in combination of all the 5 vowels. एक बार vowels में अच्छा आ गया, the pressure is good, the stress is good, then make a word list. Word list where the particular problem which are in the initial position. Like for example, president, prudent. Like per should be in the initial position. Then per should come in the medial position. Then per should come in the final position. Example, ल में simple वाले में बोलते हैं, ल में lion, medial में मल्लिका, ल comes in the center, then last position, mall. La comes in the final position of the word. So any speech sound you have difficulty, you make a list. Then practice in a combination of 5 vowels, drilling 5 times in each vowel. Then make a list in initial position, medial position, final position, and practice it. This is about the pronunciation Disarthria aspect. Then in sentences, then conversation, then spontaneous speech, then over the phone, then reading. All this should be practiced. These are the different stages. Next is the pitch and resonance. As I said, ma na के लिए pitch कभी-कभी high हो जाता है, कभी-कभी low हो जाता है.
Excuse me, just an update. The time limit left for this meeting is around about 8 minutes plus. 8 plus minutes.
You are really sharing a lot of good information.
Seems we would be requiring you one more time, I believe. So
Maybe.
again, we
No
have
problem.
time. We have time.
No
So I'm
problem.
just you may continue.
You may continue.
Yeah. So suppose for the pitch and loudness, क्या करे अभी? How to increase the loudness? How to increase the pitch? You feel it's monotonous. For this, what you have to take a deep breath in and say ah as long as you can. Is there as long as you can? Normally, for a female, it should be 18 to 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Even 18 is okay. And for a male, it should be 22 seconds normally. So well, let us not expect, like suppose now you are able to do only for 10 seconds. Arey, mera 22 nahi ho raha hai. No problem. Increase 1 or 2 seconds every day. Nothing is magical. It all goes slow and steady, wins the race. And all this you should continue because it's a progressive disorder. You have to keep doing it. A, E, U, A and O. Phonate. That is, we call it as phonation. Phonation matlab saying A as long as you can, saying E as long as you can, saying U as long as you can. All the 5 vowels. Okay? So stress, rate and rhythm. Rhythm. Next is rhythm. Sometimes, we speak in a monotonous voice. Suppose you say, I want my mobile phone. I want my mobile phone. There's no this only. What you have to do, you can practice this prosody over the dining table. Dining table खाने बैठते हैं ना, तभी you can ask them, please pass me my curds, pass my water, give me some more. Asking the things over the dining table will improve the prosody in speech. खाने के समय tell them to speak, not after swallowing, not while chewing. Okay, so in the dining table, you will be able to improve your prosody better. And speech as such, as I said, in the vowel level, word level, sentence level, reading. Reading is very, very important. Reading, you have to practice reading. Jaisa bhi hai speech, apna practice for 10 minutes every day. Newspaper reading is normally boring. Newspaper hum man mein padhte hai. You don't feel like reading it loud. Take a storybook. Take a storybook and read it loud. 10 minutes every day. कुछ भी हो जाए 10 मिनट पढ़ना ही है. This will improve many things. Your pronunciation, your breath, your lung capacity, everything will increase. Okay? Anything else? Mostly the impact of all this, more than the problem, it's in the mind. माइंड में बहुत इम्पैक्ट होता है. अरे क्या होगा अगर मैं चोक कर लिया तो खाने के समय, बोलते समय, if I'm not able to speak, or in the meetings, because some of you must be in very good positions in your office. Some may be a housewife, some may be at home, but in the office you may feel that anxiety will be there. So for that you have to relax your mind. Stress free is very important, very easy to say, but you need to practice meditation. If you practice meditation, you'll be able to relax. You'll be able to focus on your breath. So that is very, very important. कुछ भी नहीं है तो sit quietly and focus on your long, deep breath 5 to 6 times. ले लो. And you know, you're focusing only on you and your breath. That's all. Just do this. It will relax you. Because mind, no, it's a monkey mind. Always it thinks either the past or the future.
Okay,
Parita,
sorry to interrupt. I think
Parita wants to ask something. Please.
Yes. Let's come back to questions.
Hi, Miss Hema. My father-in-law tends to have an issue when he's drinking water. You know, there are times when he happens to spit it out. It just comes out. Is there any sort of exercise that can help him control that? You know, he's just drinking water, like it comes out.
Sudden, and it is sudden. Reflexively, it comes out. So you should not give him so much water. Give very little water in a glass, bahut thoda sa. And let him sip the water. It will not come. After he swallows the first sip, he should take the second sip. Then it will not come out. Suppose he takes a bigger sip, it comes out.
Okay.
And you can keep one more glass, keep putting it. उनके साथ कोई होना चाहिए. Especially while drinking water, see that there's some family member next to them.
Okay. I mean,
It's
he's
very-
still at a good stage. Even with food, sometimes, you know, we've just started off with MND. So for him, you know, he's not yet conscious about you have to eat your food, not talk, or eat your food and not be doing any work. So sometimes even food comes out, food gets stuck on his, you know.
All these exercises, no, it will help him a lot. All these tongue and cheek exercises will help him a lot. And while having food, notice the type of food he's eating, type of food, the duration of eating. Pehla din, suppose he takes 10-15 minutes, next day how much time he takes, and do all these exercises before food. That will help him in swallowing.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question? Yeah.
Ma'am, again and again cough is coming. The cough problem, again and again cough is coming from his mouth. और उसके बाद उनको खराश होने लगती है.
खराश होने लगती है after the cough. Does he spit it out? Cough spitting
Yeah.
bowl में थूकते हैं?
हाँ, वो बार-बार split करते हैं.
हाँ. Give him warm water. खराश होता है ना? Because again in the pharyngeal phase, the second phase of swallowing, यहाँ पे खराश होता है तो ये यहीं पे होता है ना, मुंह में नहीं है and stomach में नहीं है. In this passage it happens. Give him warm water, sips of warm water, and let him swallow every sip and then the next sip to be taken. Spitting out the phlegm. If it is phlegm, yes, you have a spitting bowl and let him spit it out. See, spitting and swallowing, both are very important. When we brush our teeth and we gargle and we spit out, no, that is also an oral motor exercises. And the phlegm, better to spit it out than swallowing the phlegm. Yeah, Gaurav. Yeah. Saurabh, yes.
Hello, ma'am. Just to add, sometimes when he is coughing, he also sneezes also at the same time.
What happens?
And sometimes when he coughs,
little loud.
Cough, saliva also comes out.
and he also sneezes. Zukam bhi, मतलब कि he's sneezing also and he's also coughing. Sometimes.
Okay.
Is it like because the water goes in the nose, or
Is it because?
the water or the food goes into the nose? Is it because of
Yes.
that?
Yes. We see nasal passage, once it comes down, mouth ka passage, it's coming down together from the nasal and the oropharyngeal area. That is the end of the tongue, backside of the tongue, the nasal passage also. It is called, the water comes towards it's coming up. Gag reflex bolte. That is, it comes on through the nasal area and everything comes out. He has to follow closing the mouth, swallowing with the head jerk. This is very, very important.
Okay, we are left with only less than 1 minute. Ma'am,
Okay.
it's really, we are really thankful for you for giving your time, and it's really great. I have never experienced such kind of session from anyone yet, from our experience also. I wish we could have spoken with you when my mama was there. Really,
Oh.
really very wonderful
in
tips you have given.
And
Thank
in
you.
case I think we still have more queries and we still have